And good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Ultimate Dirt TV. Here from Lanier National Speedway, Braselton, to play host to round number 6 of the Miller Family Trucking Super Late Models presented by World of Thunder Esports League. Good evening, race fans. Brett Wheeler with you for the call. We've got 43 drivers signing into the virtual pit area for what is round number 6. And again, just to go through the format here this evening, qualifying is about to be complete. There's just a little over 30 seconds left in this qualifying session. And with 43 cars on the racetrack, we'll take 4 heat races on the program. 8 laps the distance for each of those 4 heat races. Top 3 will go through to the main event to lock in 12 of the 24. And we'll have 2 B mains where we'll take the top 6. And those B mains will be consisted over 10 laps. If we have 3 B mains, well then we're going to take the top 4. So either way, we're going to have a 24-car feature here this evening. There'll be a warm-up session. The track will get reset. And then, of course, once the reset has happened, I should say, then it is going to be 50 laps around Lanier National Speedway, this 3th of our racetrack, plays host to round number 6. And again, well, we know that qualifying is now done and dusted here from Lanier National Speedway. Let's take a look at your starting lineup for heat race number 1. He went quick time in the Pro Late Models, and he backs it up once again here in the Supers. He is your points leader. In car number 1, it's Logan Rumsey to the pole position. Justin Brown lines up at a position number 2. Position number 3 with the 9 car of Devin Nelson. Evan C in the 33 goes at a position number 4. Position number 5 with the 62 car of Zach Jenkins. Position number 6 with the 2 entry of Dylan Hauser. Position number 7 in car number 43, that'll be Nick King to the outside. The 33 of Hunter Rich lines up at a position number 8. Ethan Johnson rolls off the 49 machine from position number 9, and to the outside from 10, the 131 of Anthony Thompson. And we go back to the final row. Car number 2 of Austin Holder will line up at a position number 11. We wait for your pole sitter of Logan Rumsey to take to the racetrack, and then we are ready to go racing. Here at Lanier National Speedway, the track is slick already on the entry into the turns and halfway down the straightaways. And this is why we don't want to get this track one lane, especially late in this 50-lap A main event. So the decision has already been made that the drivers will get a fresh racetrack in the warm-up session. And they will either get between 3 and 5 minutes. Hello, Steve. We didn't realize we had you on the broadcast, but there we go. Lights are out. Heat race number 1. 8 laps on the board. Top 3 to the show. We're about to go racing here at Lanier National Speedway. Round number 6 of the Miller Family Trucking Super Late Models is green. And just like what we've seen in the Pro Late Models, Logan Rumsey off into the distance as Justin Brown fights Devin Nelson in the 9 machine as they work it side by side. Evan C, Dylan Hauser, Zach Jenkins going for better starting spots in the B main. But here comes the 33 car of Evan C. Hauser hot on the tail of the 33 car. We know the history of those 2 drivers. Hauser to the inside right now looking for position number 4. He will slide up across the nose of Evan C. Hunter Rich now comes to the inside. Rich in the 33, 3 wide on the low side. C, Hauser around the outside of both the 33 cars. Hauser now sets his sights on the 21 car of Justin Brown. Dylan Hauser at the line. He may have just had it then. He did by 3/1000th of a second. Hauser, Brown, here comes Evan C. Almost 3 wide down into turn number 3. C trying to stick it on the low side. Rumsey works it upstairs. We're halfway home here in heat race number 1. 4 down, 4 to run. Top 3 as it stands, and top 3 to the main event. Logan Rumsey, Devin Nelson, Dylan Hauser. Then you go back to Justin Brown. Evan C's going to bring on the caution. Yellow will be out. Heat race number 1. Yellow comes out. And time for us to take a look at this one. I'm pretty sure he straightened those wheels up. So again, we're just looking at a different angle. Let's take a look at those front wheels, because cockpit view. Those hands were always pointed to the right. Very similar to what we've seen in the Pro late models. Gee, this is a tough decision again. So bear with us, folks. We're just trying to get the call made. It's going to be tough. It comes up. Yeah. All right, so it's going to be Hunter Rich. So I'm going to explain the decision now. Steve and Cody will let the drivers know, but both Evan C and Hunter Rich will cop an airwell. Evan C is already back in the pits. So Hunter Rich will get the knee well for that one. He was the one that initiated the contact going down into 3. And I feel that Evan C probably didn't do enough to save that car. He's more than capable to save that race car. Anyhow, doesn't matter. Lights are out. We're 1 degree. We'll finish this one with 2 laps left to run. Logan Rumsey, Devin Nelson and Dylan Halsey are top 3. And, well, funny enough, Logan Rumsey, Dylan Hauser, they're 1st and 3rd in the point series. Well, they're 1st and 3rd on the racetrack. Green flag is out, 2 to run. Hauser will immediately go to the top shelf into turn number 1 and 2. Watching on with that 9 car of Devin Nelson. Nelson through the middle. Meanwhile, Ethan Johnson throws a slider there on Justin Brown. Brown and Johnson as they go at it now for the 4th and 5th spot on the racetrack, but the white flag is out. 1 lap left to go here in heat race number 1, and looks like the 1 car of Logan Rumsey is going to be victorious once again. For the 2nd time this evening, he will get the job done. Heat 1 results coming up on screen before we chat to Logan Rumsey. There it is, Logan Rumsey over Devin Nelson, Dylan Hauser. That's your top 3. Ethan Johnson, Justin Brown, Austin Holder, Zach Jenkins, Hunter Rich, Nick King, and Anthony Thompson will be the 10 cars in heat race number 1. I think that was 11, wasn't there? Yes, and Evan C in position number 11. We wait for heat race number 1 winner of Logan Rumsey to make his way out of the race car, and that he does. Logan, congratulations. Well, you're 2 for 2 with quick time and the heat race winners. No doubt, I'm sure you'll be looking to go a little better than what you did in the Pro late models.
Yeah, I thought we would. I didn't think we'd be that bad in the Pro late model race, but we just really missed the setup there. It was way too loose, so we tested a little bit more for this, so hopefully we're a lot better in this one.
Again, you're coming into this 6th round of the series, your points lead. Do you think about that just yet, or do you think about just focusing on the next race at hand?
Yeah, I mean, I think about it, but I probably shouldn't be. But if we can win tonight, there's not much more you can do.
Logan, wish you the best of luck. Congratulations on yet another heat race victory, and well done on the pole position here in tonight's main event.
Yep, thank you.
There we go, just like that. Logan Rumsey, winner of heat race number 1. Heat number 2, taking to the racetrack right now, Jaden Sheehan lines up on the pole position in the 5-car. Chase Barbara will start on his outside from position number 2. Dylan Yeager rolls off out of position number 3 from 4. It'll be the 07 entry of Gabe Elkins. From position number 5, it'll be Brady Thompson. From 6, it's the 02 of Nick Baum. From position number 7, the 50 entry of Joe Cease. From 8, the 3 of Cole Younger. Robert Overstreet in the 46 out of 9. From 10, it's the 12 of Colton Herbert. And Greg Keppel lines up the 38 out of position number 11. Heat race number 2 of 4, getting ready to take to the racetrack, take to the green flag. And there we are, green flag is out, we're underway. Main event time here in round number 6 in the Miller Family Trucking World of Thunder Super Late Model Series. Sheehan leads from Barbara. Good qualifying effort from Jaden Sheehan to go second, quick as Chase Barber takes over the race lead. Jaeger just working to the inside. Here comes Gabe Elkins to the outside. Your battle is on for second, third and fourth. Remember, top three only going directly into the show. Everybody else will have to go through the B-mains. Sheehan holds on to position number position number 2 as Jaeger and Elkins fight it out for position number 3. And it was probably about 33 one-thousandths of a second for Gabe Elkins. Sheehan just starting to feel the pressure from Elkins and Jaeger. Jaeger decided to go upstairs, and normally you don't really see that unless it's absolutely necessary for the 48 car. Sheehan still just rolling the bottom side, started on pole of heat race number 2. Figure, well, if Jaeger's going to get around him, he's going to have to do it the hard way, and Jaeger knows that he needs to get up on the wheel. Now cuts it from the outside down to the inside. Slide jump for position number 3 from Jaeger and Sheehan comes back in a bit. Jaeger holds on to position number 3. At the line, it was 36 one-thousandths of a second. Sheehan with a slider on Jaeger. Little nudge there from Jaeger onto Jaden. Sheehan back to the inside as Jaeger drifts it up to the top of the racetrack. At the line, boy, it's very tight with 2 to run here between Dylan Jaeger and Jaden Sheehan. 45 one-thousandths of a second. Jaeger, Sheehan once again will continue to go at it side by side and throw sliders through 3 and 4. This time, Jaeger's got it with 1 to go. Your leader, the 23 car of Chase Barbara, well and truly clear of heat race victory here in heat race number 2. Checkered flag coming out, and will start outside the pole position of tonight's main event. Here's the 23 car of Chase Barbara, gets the win in heat race number 2. Take a look at those results coming up on screen. There it is. Chase Barbara gets the win over Gabe Elkins, Dylan Jaeger. That will be your top 3, and those 3 drivers going through to the main event. Jaden Sheehan, Brady Thompson in 4th and 5th. Nick Barham, Robert Overstreet. Then you go back to Colton Herbert, Cole Younger, Greg Keppel, followed by Joe Cease. But the man that picks up the win in heat race number 2, it's Chase Barbara. Chase, congratulations. You get to start on the outside of Logan Rumsey. How you feeling? Are you confident?
Yeah, feel pretty good. Made a change, a big team change the past week, and we've just been working hard trying to get the car good, and I feel really good. And I was just driving out front conservative right there, locking up my win, and just roll off from second and see what we can do. They're talking about resetting it, so it can be a completely different track for the main, and just try to adjust to and see what we can do.
Just going to say that's the next thing that I was just going to touch on. You can basically just scratch the notes out for this one, because the track will get reset after the B main, which means you guys are going to have somewhat of a fresher racetrack. You'll have about 3, 4, 5 minutes in that warm-up session. What do you expect this track to do later on? Because I think, and again I could be wrong, but I think that the track is going to get quite racy towards the back end of this feature race.
Oh well, I mean, there's gonna be a lot of moving around early and changing lines, but I can see it locking up like it usually does. But I no doubt with the reset, it's gonna definitely be a good race at the start, and there's gonna be a lot of moves to be made. So just gotta keep it up there and not make any mistakes, not give up any spots, because later it gets in the feature, it's just gonna get harder and harder to pass and make it back up.
Chase, well done on the heat race number 2 victory. You'll start alongside Logan Rumsey. You're 5th in the point standings. You're 56 points behind him, so no doubt you'll be looking to gain some more points back on him as we get ready for what is the final 2 weeks next week and the week after. Chase, congratulations on the victory. Good luck in that 50-lap main event.
Yeah, thanks.
There we go. Chase Barbara, winner of heat race number 2. Heat number 3 going to look like this on the pole with the 32 car of Christopher Joy. Colton Timmer will go from the second starting spot. Third place will be Brent Carey in the 524 machine. The 22 of Nathan Smith lines up at a position number 4. Chase Hardy rolls off the 116 machine from position number 5. Justin Sick will line up the 15 from 6. From position number 7 with the 7 car of Bob Klein. Out of 8, it's the 5 of Lucas Rourke. From position number 9, the 87 of Tucker Elkins. Out of 10, the 00 of Thomas Kohick. And then we'll go back to Kurt Ney lining up the 74 machine from position number 11. Safety car is about to turn off the racetrack, and we are getting ready to go green in heat race number 3. Heat number 3 of 4 is green, and we're back underway. Racing here at Lanier National Speedway. Immediately already 3 wide through turn number 1 and 2. Klein on the inside of Hardy and Justin Sick on the outside. Bob Klein working his way through the middle. Gets into the back of Carey. The Carey keeps it going. Here comes Hardy now down to the inside. Lucas Rourke trying to make it work on the inside. Justin Sick upstairs. 3 wide around the outside of Hardy and Carey. Klein dives down to the inside on Hardy down into turn number 3 and 4. Hardy slides up across the nose of the 524 machine. Oh my. hot and heavy in the kitchen, and boy, the chef is cooking up a storm here at Lanier National Speedway. Rourke almost following Hardy, 3 wide down into turn number 3 and 4. 4 wide down the front straightaway for a split second, and Rourke on a slide across the nose of not one but 2 drivers, Hardy and Klein. They made contact. Klein's going to go around, and we should go yellow in heat race number 3. Not just yet. We're going to stay green for the moment. There is that yellow flag coming out. So we are going to take a look at this one. And I think from first glance, it almost just looked like a racing deal. I get that he's trying to cross underneath him. Yeah, he does drive down the track, unfortunately. So he knows he's got a car to the inside. So just looking at the line of Bob Klein. So, the 116 will be ruled at fault for that one. Unfortunately, Chase Hardy will be sent to the back of the field, currently running in 5th position. Probably just moved down the racetrack just a little too much, trying to cross the slider from Lucas Rourke. Or, either way, if they want to look at something like that. I'm not sure whether they're going to go with that one, or they might even just call that a racing deal. No, they are going to give Chase Hardy the EOL. Finally, he gives it up, and I'm sure he's not too happy with the decision, but end of the day, he was the one that drives down the track. So ready for a restart in heat race number 3, second last heat race of the night in the World of Thunder Super Late Models. Big thanks to Miller Family Trucking for their support with the series, and with World of Thunder Esports once again as we go green in turn number 1 here at Lanier National Speedway. Top 3, Colton Zimmer, Christopher Joy, Colton Zimmer and Nathan Smith. No doubt Lucas Rourke and Justin Sick will want to change that 3rd place on the raceway. Sick goes to the inside there on Smith into turn number 1 and 2. So your race for the transfer spot is on. Sick has got it down into turn number 3, but Nathan Smith comes back at him. Here comes Rourke, 3 wide on the inside, down into turn number 1, 3 wide once again. Nathan Smith might be the big winner out of this one. In fact, Brent Carey might know. Oh, there's contact down in turn number 2. Checkered flag is out for Christopher Joy. Christopher Joy will win heat race number 3. Joy takes victory in heat race number 3. Let's take a look at those official results coming up on screen. Joy gets the win over Zimmer in 2nd. 3rd will go to Nathan Smith, Thomas Cohick, Lucas Rourke will be your top 5. Bob Klein, Justin Sick, Tucker Elkins, Kurt Ney, Chase Hardy, your top 10. And Brent Carey in position number 11. Christopher Joy home in position number 1. We'll chat to him right now. Chris, congratulations on this victory. And well, you made some moves in the Pro Late Models. You were the hard charger. I think you went from like 18th to 4th, and now you've got yourself a better starting spot in the Super Late Model main event. Confidence must be starting to get up there just a little bit right now.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna be weird. Starting up front rather than fighting my way up through the back. So I think it was last row inside this time, but I'm not sure. But yeah, just kind of just tried the line for qualifying. Yeah, it made it work.
Were you surprised at all by the time that you laid down?
I actually ran a 2 right before practice ended, but the track changed just a little bit, and I screwed up the first lap. Kind of just saved it somehow in the second lap, and yeah.
Chris, well done on the heat race number 3 victory. Good luck in that 50 lap main event. Now it's going to take a lot of work, but we'll look forward to keeping that scene. If we see if we can see that 32 car stay up front.
I'm gonna sure hope so. I'm gonna try.
There we go, Christopher Joy, winner of heat race number 3. Heat number 4, taking to the racetrack, Tyler Ducharme alongside Jason Salter in row number 1. Row number 2, it'll be Jordan Casey. Row 2 on the inside will be Jordan Casey. To the outside, it'll be Hayden Tollison. Row 3 will be Matt Selby on the inside. Alongside him is Stephen Gaines from position number 6. Then we go back to row number 4. Robbie Buchanan Jr. will start alongside Ryan Hodge in the 19 machine. And your fourth and final row, Ben Calamarsh alongside Greg Thompson to make up this 10-car field. Green flag is out. We are underway in heat race number 4. And Ducharme has got the lead. Jason Salter now to the outside. Jordan Casey trying to work it to the inside. Casey going to have Hayden Tollison to contend with Matt Selby and Stephen Gaines. Both drivers had some issues in that Pro late models. Robbie Buchanan Jr., Ryan Hodge trying to work at top and bottom side. Casey and Tollison. Tollison has got it. Down into turn number 1. Tollison round the outside. Here comes Gaines, Buchanan and Selby. Boy, they're all over the back of that 42 car of Jordan Casey. But right there, Casey is on the outside looking in because it's the top 3 that are going to go through to the main event. Buchanan, little nudge there to the back of the 46 car of Selby as Gaines sends it upstairs into turn number 3 and 4, as does Ryan Hodge. Selby, Buchanan and Gaines still work at top, bottom and middle right now as they go through 1 and 2. Ben Calamarsh in the 12 gets by the 19 car of Ryan Hodge. With 5 down and 3 to run. Challenges on again for that final transfer spot. Tyler Ducharme leads in the 25 car. Then you go back to Jason Salter in the 10. Back there in the runner-up position. And that third and final transfer spot is the 327 car of Hayden Tollison. 2 laps left to run. And your top 3 look all but certainty to make tonight's 50-lap A main event. Meanwhile, Selby is trying everything to get by the 42 car there of Jordan Casey. Tollison, a huge mistake, a huge blunder in 3 and 4 there. Protects the bottom down into 1 and 2. We run. White flag is out one final time. Who will it be? Will Jordan Casey find a way into tonight's main event from the heat race? Checkered flag is out. They race off turn number 4. Tyler Ducharme wins heat race number 4, I should say. Ducharme gets the win. We'll chat to your winner here in a moment. Tyler Ducharme, Jason Salter, Hayden Tollison go through to tonight's A main. Everybody else, Casey, Gaines, Selby, Buchanan, Calamarsh, Hodge and Thompson off to the B main they go. We wait to chat to the man that gets the win in car number 25. It's Tyler Ducharme. Tyler, congratulations. Heat race victory here at Lanier National Speedway. How you feeling, buddy?
Oh, feel pretty good, actually. So shout out to Logan for helping me out and getting me a lot better in a late model. It's been a while since I've been this competitive.
Speaking of being this competitive, what's it going to take to find victory lane in this 25 car later on tonight?
Lot of luck, a little bit of setup, a little bit of driver. Takes a combination to win. It's very hard to win at this level of sim racing. I feel like we got a really good car, just going to need some stuff to go our way. Maybe we can go back to back.
Well, let's see if we can put that 25 in victory lane yet again. Tyler, congratulations on the victory. Look forward to seeing you working it on the top or on the bottom, working it at Lanier here at a 50-lap main event later on.
Yep, thank you, buddy.
There we go, Tyler Ducharme, winner of heat race number 4 as we get set for B main number 1 lining up like this on the pole. It'll be Ethan Johnson to the outside. Thomas Kowick out of position number 2. Justin Brown lines up out of position number 3. Lucas Rock will start from position number 4. Austin Holder goes from the 5th starting spot. Bob Klein lines up out of position number 6. Position number 7, it'll be Zach Jenkins alongside Justin Sick out of 8. Hunter Rich will start alongside Tucker Elkins in row number 5. Row 6 will be Nick King and Kurt Ney. Row number 7 will be Anthony Thompson alongside Chase Hardy and Evan C at the back of the field in position number 15. Boy, a lot could go wrong for some of the drivers working deep in this field, but no doubt they'll hope for some cautions to go their way. Green flag is out. B main number 1 is underway as they work down into turn number 1 and 2. The magical number is going to be 6. Let's see how far the likes of Hardy and C can work it from the back of the field. Boy, problems for the 62 car of Zach Jenkins. He's got Rich. Hardy, look at the 116 machine. Boy, he is a man on a mission right now. And around the outside of Zach Jenkins, Hardy moves inside the top 10, but it's not done with just yet. He's got to find a few more positions. Thomas Kohick in that 00 car. He has got the final transfer spot. No, scratch that. It's now the car in front of him, the 87, and you can just see to the top of your screen there, that purple 116 car. That's the man. That is going to be driving like a man possessed right now. Kohick running the top side, Justin Sick through the middle, Zach Jenkins now to the inside. They're 3 wide down into turn number 3 and 4. And just like that, we are 4 laps into a 10-lap B main. And again, Chase Hardy still trying to rip the lip around the Lanier National Speedway. Gets to the outside of Justin Sick. A little bit of contact there. Probably just somewhat of a racing deal off turn number 2. Justin Sick still working to the low side. Here he comes, the 116 car. Chase Hardy 2 spots out now with half race distance. So he's already passed half the cars in this one. And it's the 87 at the moment of Tucker Elkins, who has that final transfer position. That's just 2 cars in front of the 116 right now. Look at the battle on screen, on to the right of your screen. Evan C, Zach Jenkins. Now Hardy going to go inside. Oh boy, he's got lucky on that one. We'll go yellow. Very lucky there was Chase Hardy. Ooh, okay. So that is all going to stem from the 5 of Lucas Rourke. So Rourke gets into the back of Holder. So that is going to be the end, and I think Lucas Rourke, I believe he is already out of tonight's event. Yeah, he is done. So Wonder Green. So top 6 will go through. So now you can see as it sits. Ethan Johnson, your race leader, from Justin Brown, Bob Klein, Thomas Kohick, Chase Hardy, and Zach Jenkins. Evan C, 1 spot out of a transfer position. 3 laps to get it done. Can he find a way inside the top 6? How far can Chase Hardy go? Does he sit here and just say, well, you know what, I've got a transfer spot. Let's just try and be patient. No, he doesn't want to be patient. He wants to move further through this field as he gets to the outside of Kohick and makes quick work of the 00 machine. So the 116 car has got some serious speed here this evening. Evan C going to move, meanwhile, will move his way to position number 6. C and Hardy have come from the second last row and the last row on the grid. Yellow is out. So, not Justin, Anthony Thompson in that 131 car was the man That is at fault for that one. So B main at number 1. Ethan Johnson, your race leader. Justin Brown in that 21. Back down to position number 2. Bob Klein in 3. Chase Hardy in 4. So a little overtime here in B main number 1. Come back to green off turn number 4. And the green flag flies. It's going to be Ethan Johnson leading the way. Brown goes to the low side, as does Bob Klein in the 7 machine, leaving the top side for free reign for the 116 car of Chase Hardy, Thomas Kohik. Meanwhile, Hunter Rich through a slider there on Evan C. as they come to the white flag. 1 lap left to go. Which of the 33 cars is going to make it in? Will it be C? Will it be Rich? We'll find out down into turn number 3. They make contact. Here comes Zach Jenkins to the inside off the turn number 4. I think Evan C just held on. Just by the skin of his teeth. What a finish in B main number 1. Let's take a look at those results. Ethan Johnson gets the win over Justin Brown. Bob Klein, your top 3. Chase Hardy, Thomas Kowick, and Evan C. by 24 1,000th of a second. Holds on from Hunter Rich, Nick King, Tucker Elkins, and Kurt Nay, your top 10. Zach Jenkins, Austin Holder, Anthony Thompson, Justin Sick, and Lucas Rourke. B main number 2 looking like this. We'll have to quickly go through it. Row number 1, Jaden Sheehan and Jordan Casey. Row 2 going to be Brady Thompson along with Stephen Gaines. Row 3, Nick Baum and Matthew Selby. Row number 4, Robert Overstreet and Robbie Buchanan Jr. Row 5, Colton Herbert and Ben Caldermarsh. Row number 6 is Cole Younger and Ryan Hodge. Row 7, Greg Keppel and Greg Thompson. And row number 8 going to be Joe Cease and Brent Carey. Pace car is in. Green flag is up and away. We are underway. Final preliminary race of the night. It's going to be Sheehan and Casey go at it once again down into turn number 3 and 4. Jordan Casey right up across the nose of Jaden Sheehan. Casey will lead lap number 1. Top side goes Gaines in that 07 machine. Then Brady Thompson in the 27. Through the middle we are yellow. So that one going to be ruled as a racing deal. B-main action, B-main number 2. So wait for the lights to go out. In fact, I think they might be already out. Yes, they are. We're 1 to green. So safety car comes in field. We'll come back to the green flag. Jordan Casey, Jaden Sheehan, and Brady Thompson. Brady Thompson featured on the podium in the Pro Late Models. And now having to go through a B main here in Super Late Model competition. Stephen Gaines found his way from like 23rd to 8th or something in that Pro Late Model. So Stephen Gaines has got some speed. But right there, Nick Baum in position number 5. We'll go yellow again. Just trying to figure this one out. Can't see anything on this one. So I can only assume that maybe someone caught out of line. Nonetheless, B main number 2 is back to yellow. And in fact, we are going to be wanting to green here in a moment. I'm just waiting on race control. Can't see as to what the caution was thrown for. Cole Younger in the 3 car trying to get one of those fast repairs done, but looks like the Super Late model isn't playing ball at the moment. Pace car is up, 3 down, 7 to run. We're back to green we go. Here at Lanier, Jordan Casey, Jaden Sheen, Brady Thompson, Stephen Gaines, Nick Baum, your top 5, and Robbie Buchanan Jr. in that 6th and final transfer position. 10 laps is the distance in your B mains, and we're on B main number 2. Track will be reset after this one. So the track will have a fresh racetrack. Watching Gaines trying to get close to the back of the 27 car of Thompson. And Brady Thompson, like I said, featured on the podium in the Pro Late Models. Now coming after Jaden Sheehan, who, mind you, by the way, went second quick here tonight. So the 5 car showed some promise earlier on in the night. Unfortunately, just got shuffled back in his heat race. But again, these stacked heat races meant that there's no easy heats, and you've really got to be up on your game through qualifying through the heat races. Problems for the 27B car of Brady Thompson. Some mechanical issues starting to play. The 27, but somehow seems to figured itself out as they work down into 1 and 2. Sheehan, Gaines, and Nick Baum all rolling the bottom side of the racetrack. Now Sheehan moves up. Here comes Thompson down to the inside. He'll drive it a little harder down in the middle of 3 and 4. As they work off turn number 4, we got 2 to run at the line for Jordan Casey, who was opened up a 1 second lead. We are yellow. So a green-white checker. Now this comes off the back of Ben Countermarsh. Not clearing a slide job. So Ben Countermarsh, sitting back there in what is position number 9, will be sent to the rear of the field. So Ben Countermarsh did not get that slider clear on Colton Herbert. So just seeing what race control want to do here with this little situation. It's real simple. Benny Countermarsh. There we go. So again, didn't get the slider clear. So a pair of 12s come together. Colton Herbert and Ben Countermarsh. Countermarsh has been ruled to be at fault. So a green-white checker coming up here in B main number 2. Again, track will have a fresh racetrack laid down. So there will be a 3 to 5 minute warm-up session. After this B main, we are going to have a look at the point situation. We are also going to take a look. Well, I'm going to take a look at who starts where. So regarding the point situation. Here we go, back racing here at Lanier National Speedway, 2 circuits around this 3/8 of a mile racetrack. Who will it be? Well, Jordan Casey, off he goes. And away goes the 42 car. He'll come off for turn number 4. White flag is out. 1 lap left to run. We'll also play a quick commercial break, but right now through 1 and 2 we go for the final time. It's going to be Jordan Casey, Jaden Sheehan drifts up. Here comes Brady Thompson. So the battle on for 2nd and 3rd, and they've both got spots in the main event. They just need to keep it together. That they do. Oh boy, what a finish, and especially right around the bubble position. Let's take a look at your results. B main results coming up on your screen. Getting the win is Jordan Casey. Jaden Sheen will come home 2nd. Brady Thompson 3rd. Stephen Gaines 4th. Nick Baum rounds out your top 5. And Robbie Buchanan Jr. going to put himself in the show in position number 6. Unfortunately, 7th on back is going to miss out the likes of Matt Selby, Robert Overstreet, Ryan Hodge, and Brent Carey also going to miss the show, along with Ben Calamars, Greg Keppel, Colton Herbert, Cole Younger, Greg Thompson, and Joe Cease. Point standings, here they are coming up on screen. Now there's going to be 2 gaps missing, I can tell you. So, Logan Rumsey points leader, 458 points. 420 points, Dylan Yeager, Dylan Hauser, 412. Hunter Rich, 410 points. Chase Barbara, 402. So that's your top 5 at the moment. Then you go back to 6th through to 10th. Ryan Hodge in 6th. 7th, well, they are not here. I can tell you that is Dylan Wilson on 338 points. Colton Zimmer is here back on 332 points. 9th place driver is Connor New on 328 points. So you've got Connor New, Dylan Wilson not in attendance here tonight. That's why it shows blank. I've got no idea how to fix it, but I'll try and fix it. And Christopher Joy rounds out your top 10. There's a lot on the line, lot at stake for these drivers. We are just waiting on to see how long we're going to give these drivers with the warm-up session. So with that being said, we're going to take a quick break here on Ultimate Dirt TV. We're going to play some ads. We'll come back on the other side of this. You're watching round number 6 of the Miller Family Trucking World of Thunder Super Late Models live here on Ultimate Dirt TV.
iRacing is a sim racing game that combines a true-to-life racing experience with an online community of virtual racing enthusiasts all around the globe. iRacing offers a multitude of officially licensed cars and tracks, laser scanned with millimeter accuracy. The car models and mechanical systems are based on real-world physics, engineered in cooperation with manufacturers and racing teams. Our skill license system ranges from rookie to pro, ensuring members are always pitted against those with similar skill sets. Members are able to sign up for a weekly racing series, compete in time trials, host a private race with friends, and participate in racing leagues created and run by the community. With over 200,000 members, iRacing works in partnership with renowned motorsports organizations like NASCAR to deliver virtual races based on the real-life NASCAR Cup Series, as well as many other series on the NASCAR ladder. iRacing also features team racing, providing a variety of options for members to create and manage their own teams, race with friends or real-world teammates in full-length endurance events like the 24 Hours of Daytona, Spa 24, or the Bathurst 12-Hour. Participate in solo races, championship seasons, and hosted in league events with AI Racing. With a rapidly expanding catalog of 70-plus cars and 85-plus tracks from real-world racing series, test your abilities with challenging computer-based competition. Additional partners include IMSA, the World of Outlaws, and Supercars, allowing members to participate in their very own Bathurst 1000, Chili Bowl, Sebring 12-Hour, and many more iconic events. This is iRacing, delivering the most authentic racing experience short of getting into a real race car. Sign up today at iRacing.com.
All right, we are back here on Ultimate Dirt TV coverage of the Miller Family Trucking Super Late Models presented by World of Thunder Esports League. Round number 6 here from Lanier National Speedway. Good evening, race fans. Brett Wheeler with you for the call. We've gone through 4 heat races, 2 B mains, and we've got our 24-car field set. Let's take a look at your starting lineup. On the pole position will be the 1 car of Logan Rumsey and also your points leader. Starting from position number 2 will be the 23 car of Chase Barbara. When we go back to row number 2, will be Christopher Joy from position number 3. Tyler Ducharme in the 25 lines up out of position number 4. From position number 5 will be the 9 car of Devin Nelson. From 6, driving the 07 entry, that is Gabe Elkins. From 7, it'll be the 20 car of Colton Zimmer. From 8, it's the 10 of Jason Salter. From 9, the 2 of Dylan Hauser. From 10, the 48 of Dylan Yeager. From 11, the 22 of Nathan Smith. From 12, the 327 of Hayden Tolleson. Your B main winners will start from row 7. From position number 13, it's Ethan Johnson in the 49. From 14, the 42 of Jordan Casey. From 15, the 21 of Justin Brown. From 16, the 5 of Jaden Sheehan. From 17, the 7 of Bob Klein. From 18, the 27B of Brady Thompson. From 19, the 116 of Chase Hardy. From 20th, it's the 07 of Stephen Gaines. From 21, the 00 of Thomas Kohick. From 22, driving the 02, that is Nick Palm. From 23 and 24, final row. How about this? A pair of Pro Series World Championship late model drivers and a 2-time world champion of Evan C. lines up at a position number 23. And Robbie Buchanan Jr. driving the 1 machine will start from position number 24. We've got our field set, and as you can see, as these drivers have just been told to give you a simple show of respect, to give you the most awesome sight in all of motorsports, a simple 4-wide salute. Thank you, the fans, for tuning in to Ultimate Dirt TV and World of Thunder Esports to see what these drivers can do here at Lanier National Speedway. And World of Thunder Esports League forming 7 years ago, now known as the Miller Family Trucking World of Thunder Esports League. Bringing you action every Sunday and now every Tuesday night. Tuesday night street stocks from 7 p.m. Eastern. That'll be fixed series. That is open to anyone. And then the open series, $20 entry fee for the season winners. They get to pay out for the top 10, I believe it is. And that is going to be open setups. But right now, as the field is set, as they work down through turn number 1 and 2, the lights are out. 1 to green. Ooh, I got problems on that one. As they work off turn number 4, Logan Rumsey will bring us to the green flag. And it is going to be a main time, 50 laps on the board. Again, who will take out round number 6 of the Miller Family Trucking Super Late Model Series? Christopher Joy. He's already found his way to position number 2. And you go back and look at Chase Barbara, Tyler Ducharme. So a pair of heat race winners right there. Working back in positions number 3 and 4. Logan Rumsey still leading the way. Gabe Elkins coming up to Chase Barbara, but it's Ducharme now to the inside there on the 32 car of Christopher Joy. And just like that, we're already 3 laps into this 50-lap A main event to see who will take out round number 6. Joy, Ducharme still go at it side by side. Boy, it is on still right there for the minor placings. We get to complete lap number 5. And there we do. We do complete the 5th lap slider from Ducharme on Joy. Joy comes back at Ducharme, but Ducharme pretty good at trying to protect that inside line down into turn number 1 and 2. As here comes Chase Barbara, 3 wide, almost down into turn number 3. Joy gets into the back of Ducharme. Ducharme going to lose 1, 2, and 3 positions now when he's trying to make it 2. Here comes Yeager to the inside, 3 wide down the back straight away. Oh boy, 3 wide down into turns 3 and 4 once again. Ducharme nearly sliding up into the 32 car of Joy. Joy and Ducharme have a bit of contact once again. Meanwhile, Jaeger has found his way by both those drivers. And Dylan Jaeger's found his way to position number 2. Jaeger second in the point standings. Your leader is Logan Rumsey, and he is your points leader as well. Dylan Hauser third in the point standings, back there in position number 8 on the racetrack, but we're still 3 wide. Joy and Ducharme, boy, they've gone at it side by side for the last 4 to 5 laps. It is still on right now as Ducharme tries to get and turn it underneath the back of the 9 car of Devon Nelson. 3 wide again down the back straightaway. Nelson caught in the middle of Christopher Joy and Tyler Ducharme. And just like that, 10 laps into the books here in tonight's main event. Joy still holding on to position number 4. Ducharme trying to work it back as Jaeger rolls the bottom side, following Chase Barber in the 23 machine. Look at the 07 car of Gabe Elkins. Mid-truck right now, above the slick, trying to get a run on the 9 car of Devon Nelson, down into turn number 3. Marble starting to develop right near the concrete wall and to the middle of the racetrack in both 1 and 2 and 3, in both turns 1 and 2 and also 3 and 4. How will this track play out in the back half of this feature event? Majority of the cars inside the top 10, still trying to work it to the inside, right through the slick they go. Dylan Hauser, Gabe Elkins in the 07 and the 2 car. Zimmer now in car number 20, just to the very right of your screen, has got Jordan Casey behind him. Casey sitting in position number 10. Remember, Jordan Casey picked up the win in B-Main number 2, so Casey knows that he's got speed in that 42 car. It's just about trying to apply the speed and the talent that he can possess here in tonight's main event. Gabe Elkins again closing in on the back of the 25 car of Tyler Ducharme, and already we're about to complete lap number 16 of tonight's A main event, and Logan Rumsey has got a 1.5 second lead. Ducharme again through the middle of the speedway. Elkins in that 07 trying to work it down low. Elkins trying to switch up that line, trying to find a way to put himself into a top 5. Dylan Jaeger meanwhile going mid-track there on Chase Barbara through 3 and 4. Now cuts it down to the inside as Barbara works his way through the middle of the speedway. Logan Rumsey, just a nice little Sunday night drive in that number 1 machine, looking to extend that points lead. He said that he was very disappointed in the Pro Late Models, and by God, he's come out with a vengeance here tonight in the main event. He's gone quick time for the second time tonight, and he started on pole for the second time tonight in the A main. Jaeger again coming after Barber again, different lines down into turn number 1. Ducharme slides up in front of Elkins. Meanwhile, second, third, fourth, fifth and sixth on screen right there. A 1.5 second lead still for the number 1 machine of Logan Rumsey. Joy to the bottom, Ducharme a lane lower. Meanwhile, Jaeger and Chase Barbara nose to tail. It's almost like the NASCAR. They're just following. Jaeger is just trying to get up on the rear bumper of that 23 car. Can you heard the 23 of Chase Barbara say a massive team change coming out for that 23 machine in the stable, and trying to put some good points together, trying to put some good races to show that, well, the new stable is going to work. And just like that, we're 3 laps away from half race distance. We're 21, 22, in fact 23 now if I can count properly. We're 23 in the books, 27 to go at the line. Rumsey still walking away with this one by a 2.5 lap times in the high 13 seconds. We're looking at 13.7s, 13.8s, 13.9s. And I got to say, everybody in this field, the worst is a 13.955. The quickest was like a 13.760. So there's literally only 0.2 of a second separating this entire field. Off turn number 4, cross flag sticks around. 25 down and 25 to go. Christopher Joy in the 32 car. Again, still trying to work somewhat of a mini slider line through turn number 1 and 2. Gabe Elkins in that 07, trying to get by Tyler Ducharme again, trying to do something very different as your top 6. And in fact, there's second, third, fourth, fifth, and 6th position. They are 1.5 seconds to 2.5 seconds away from your race leader. And as the more that this race goes on, the more that it favours the 1 machine of Logan Rumsey. Chase Hardy out of the event in this one. Ducharme down to the inside in turn number 3 and 4 there on Christopher Joy. Ducharme and Joy. And again, they continue their battle side by side of what we've seen in the first 10 laps. Those 2 drivers really went at it, showing that these guys can run side by side off for turn number 4 again. It's Joy just holding on to position number 4. Hold on to your hats. Here comes Ducharme. 3 wide. Jaeger work on the top side of the racetrack. Here comes Elkins around the outside of Ducharme. Down into turn number 3. And just like that, 30 laps complete. 20 to go. Oh, Gabe Elkins into the wall. There was contact with Tyler Ducharme down the front straightaway. Somewhat just racing for position. Devin Nelson in the 9 machine sneaks on by to pick up position number 6. Gabe Elkins goes back to position number 7. Meanwhile, watching 2nd, 3rd and 4th run nose to tail. In fact, Jaeger's a little bit different through 1 and 2. Will he be different again into 3 and 4? He's a lot straighter through the center of 3 and 4 than what Chase Barbara is. And just like that 1.5 second lead, it chopped down to 1.2, 1.3 seconds on Logan Rumsey. Is he starting to fade away? Is he starting to save? Going upstairs was Chase Barbara in 3 and 4. Will he do the same into 1 and 2? No stays mid-track. Jaeger still like the gutter at that. We know that 48 machine is going to be. And non-stop action here at Lanier National Speedway. Ducharme nearly got into the back of Joy as Jaeger and Barbara, they had a bit of contact in the middle of 3 and 4. And 35 down at the start-finish line for your race leader. Joy and Ducharme again off turn number 4. Joy's just got it. You would think that this may not end well for 1 or 2 of these drivers, but we've got 14 to go at the line and a 1.7 second lead. It's down to 1.4, but it goes and fluctuates between 1.4 to 1.7 depending on where they are on the racetrack. Here comes Ducharme once again on the inside of Christopher Joy. 37 laps completed under the green flag conditions. Dylan Jaeger still working the inside behind in the tyre tracks of that 23 car. Meanwhile, Joy, little nudge to the 25 car as they worked off turn number 2 there on the previous lap. Ducharme comes up in front of the 32 car again. They make contact going down into turn number 1 at the end of the front straightaway. Ducharme and Joy again. They are really rubbing on each other. They're starting to rub off, and I think the tempers might just get the better of these two drivers. I really hope that they don't, because this has been a phenomenal race. And just like that, 40 green flag laps. We're 10 laps away from the checkered flag, and Logan Rumsey with a 1.3 second advantage. Chase Barbara again just holding down to the bottom side. I'm very surprised to see this track go locked down late in this one, especially since we had the track reset. Nonetheless, something to live and learn about. Take notes for the next time that we come to Lanier National Speedway. Again, 2nd, 3rd, 4th and 5th on screen. Even throw in 6th place car of Devin Nelson. 8 to run for your race leader of Logan Rumsey. Ducharme to the inside on Jaeger. Had a little bit of contact. Had to try to have a good look up on the inside of that 48 machine. Ducharme trying to back up a win from a couple of weeks ago from the Lanier Motorsports Park. Look at Christopher Joy now thinking, you know what, okay, it's time to do something different. It's go time here in tonight's main event with 6 laps left to run. 3 wide, 2nd, 3rd and 4th position. Ducharme on the inside will make the pass on Dylan Jaeger. Jaeger trying to come back at him. Ducharme slides up. Jaeger with the run down the back straight away on the inside, side by side for 3rd and 4th position. Contact, Christopher Joy into the wall. Oh, Ducharme, he done well to save that one with the 25 car. He's going to lose some ground. He will, in fact, lose position number 3. Joy, Devin Nelson fight it out for positions number 5 and 6 there, just to the very right of your screen. But just like that, a near 1.7 second lead. It's about a 1.5 second lead, in fact, with 4 laps left to run for Logan Rumsey. Do you start to dream for Logan Rumsey? And do we start to dream at what could be a 50-lap main event going the entire distance? Boy, it would really shake things up to see a caution come out here. But with 2 to run, Logan Rumsey, he won't get anywhere near the lap cars. Ducharme trying to move into a podium position. Chase Barbara and Dylan Jaeger hold on to those final spots on the podium. Ducharme again gets into the back of Jaeger. If he gets to the start-finish line, that's it. We are going green to checker here at Lanier National Speedway. Round number 6 of the Miller Family Trucking World of Thunder Esports League Super Late Model Series. Down into turn number 3 and 4 for the final time. And he is going to go and sweep the Super Late Models. Logan Rumsey gets the victory. 2nd will go to Chase Barbara. Third at the line is going to be Dylan Yeager. Holy cow. 50 green flag laps, green to checker all the way. 24 drivers take a bow. Your feature race results coming up on screen. Logan Rumsey gets the win over Chase Barber. Dylan Yeager will be your top 3. Tyler Ducharme, Christopher Joy make up your top 5. Devin Nelson in 6. Gabe Elkins, Colton Zimmer, Dylan Hauser and Jordan Casey will be your top 10. Then we go back to Hayden Tolson in 11th. Brady Thompson, Ethan Johnson, Justin Brown, Jason Salter in 15th. 16th to 20th will be Nathan Smith, Nick Baum, Stephen Gaines, Robbie Buchanan Jr. and Evan C. in position number 20. 23 out of the 24 cars finished on the lead lap. Bob Klein in 21st, Jaden Sheen in 22nd, Thomas Kohick in 23rd, and Chase Hardy unfortunately finishing at the back of the field in position number 24. What a way to finish off Sunday Night World of Thunder Esports League competition. Let's chat to the man that finishes in 3rd place here tonight, driving the 48 machine. It's Dylan Yeager. Dylan, congratulations on this podium finish here tonight. And, well, 50 green flag laps, green to checker all the way. Did you think that was possible here at Lanier?
Oh, yeah. I mean, this track is relatively wide, and, people do have quite a bit of space to race. So, I wasn't too surprised that it went 50 green to checkered.
Well, I tell you what, some of these tighter racetracks do tend to put on some of the best racing tonight. Even with the track reset, were you surprised at all that it sort of went one lane down to the bottom side?
Not really. Lanier usually has a pretty big tendency to do that. That's the thing that sucks with the current build with iRacing is you can kind of predict where the line's going to go because pretty much all tracks generate the same. So I had a pretty good clue there to set up pretty tight for the bottom and to just kind of stick down there and do what I can. So it wasn't too surprising for me.
You had to wait for those guys in front of you to make a mistake. Unfortunately, they didn't make the mistake, which means you had to be on your game to not give up that final spot on the podium. Those last sort of 10 to 15 laps with yourself, Chase, Tyler Ducharme, Christopher Joy, that must have been fun to run, pretty much nose to tail and side by side with a couple of laps there.
I was actually getting pretty frustrated with myself just because all the guys were telling me to try to move Chase to pass him, and I can't do it. I've been around forever, and that's the one thing that I can't do on here is, move somebody from when I'm behind them. I mean, obviously with Ducharme, I was able to give him a little elbow there, Sorry, Tyler, but that's the only way you can really pass or defend here. But I was trying my best to at least get to the inside of him so I could maybe give him a little bump and see what happened. But I was trying to hit him a couple times, and it was like his car was made of like titanium or something, and I was just bouncing right off of him, and it was doing nothing to his car. So I was getting pretty frustrated with it. But at the end of the day, to start 10th, finish P3 on that track is pretty nice. It's good for points, and we'll just try and keep up the consistency.
Well, you're 38 points behind Logan Rumsey coming into tonight. Of course, Logan Rumsey gets the victory in the main event, so that gap is just going to extend just a little bit. But what's it going to take over the next 2 weeks, Lucas Oil and I-55? What's it going to take to put this 48 car on the top step of potentially 1 or even 2 races, but also come away with that championship?
Take a look at the points to see how far he is ahead of me. I know I believe we get a drop week,
Correct.
So that also helps me. I haven't had too many bad runs. I'm not really too sure how Logan's been the whole season, but I know that drop week I could probably use for like Eldora or something. So, I'll try and keep it up. Just kind of just try and stay up front. Try and race Logan. Obviously, he's pretty far out front there, and I didn't really get a chance to race him at all. So we'll try and be, around him or in front of him these next 2 races and see what happens.
Well, I can tell you right now, points have been updated. You are 44 points behind him, but you're also 16 points ahead of Chase Barber. So a lot to play for over the next couple of weeks. But Dylan, congratulations on this 3rd place finish here tonight at the Lanier National Speedway. Before we let you go, we'll let you thank everybody involved on this 48 car that makes it possible for you.
Yeah, of course, got to thank you for the broadcast and everybody over at Wotel for keeping the league going and putting these races up. Got to thank the Jewel C Speed Shop, CFM Esports, JDM Designs. all the guys over there. They're awesome. And yeah, I'll catch you next week.
There we go, Dylan Yeager, your third place driver here tonight from Lanier National Speedway. The man that comes second in this race is the 23 car of Chase Barbara. And Chase, congratulations on second place. It almost feels like a first place with Logan being that far out in front. But boy, I tell you what, you had a 48 car sniffing your rear end all 50 laps of that main event.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I messed up on the start. I had his restart timed, and then I lifted and let those two guys get behind me, and we were all racing right there and kind of sliding a little bit, and he just got out on the gap. And I mean, I watched the gap all race just peeking down, and I mean, it just didn't grow or get any smaller. I mean, it's just everyone's the same exact speed, and the track, it was just terrible. I mean, it wasn't any of their fault. They did all they could reworking it, but it's just the state of the game right now. It is what it is, but there's just no way to pass or make any move or do anything.
How tough was those final sort of 10 to 15 laps with Dylan right up on your back bumper along with Tyler Ducharme in the 25er? Dylan said that he was trying to give you a little bit of a nudge just to see if it was going to move you out of the way, but he said that car felt like it was made of titanium. Could you feel the bumps coming from the 48?
Yeah, but I mean, I don't blame him. I mean, there's nothing he can do, and there's nothing the guy behind him can do, or anybody for that matter. I mean, it's just how it is right now. Hopefully we see some better racing and they change some stuff, but I mean, that was pretty bad. I'm not gonna lie.
You said earlier on in the program after I spoke to you in heat race number 2 that you made a big change in the team. Can you tell us a bit more about the changes that you make and how it's going for you in this 23 car?
Well, it just tightened up a little bit. For the race, didn't really change much from qualifying. Just tighten way up, and I mean, the car was good. Don't get me wrong, car was great. It's just you can't really do anything, whenever it goes green like that, and it's already one like you're just riding around. It doesn't even feel like you're racing. But I don't know. I'm happy with it. I'll take second. After it's all said and done, though.
You mentioned earlier a big team change as well. Talk us through the big team change. Where'd you go? Where'd you end up? Who are you with?
All the guys at Alpha, I mean, they've really been helping me, like James Edens, JD, Logan, everybody's really been helping me out and been adjusting to it, and they're a great group of guys, and I'm happy, and I was happy with the car and the speed and the setup, and so just keep working and try and get my program better with them, and thank them for everything. I'm out there holding the wheel straight.
I'm going to say that those names that you just mentioned, James Edens, there's Adam Elby, Chetty Brown, Logan Rumsey. I mean, that's not a bad group of guys just to slot right into a number of world championship. In fact, I think if I go back from all the way for all the Pro Series, I think there's only one or two drivers that have actually made every world championship, and that actually happens to be one of your teammates of James Edens. So he's got a lot of experience when it comes to iRacing and other platforms as well. But Chase, congratulations on this second place finish here tonight at Lanier National Speedway. We'll let you thank everybody involved on this 23 car that makes it possible for you.
I'd like to thank Chris Sullins Transport, Chris Sullins Racing, the whole deal he has going on. Gage Stevens for making this car on the fly. It looks really good, and I mean, it didn't take him long to even make it. It looks amazing, and just everybody at Alpha, like I said, for helping me out and giving me a great car, and you guys for putting on the broadcast in the league. We couldn't race without y'all. It's just unfortunate that there isn't really a track to put on a good show for all the people watching and all of y'all.
Chase, well done on second place, buddy. We look forward to seeing you back next week at the Lucas Oil Speedway.
Thanks, man.
There we go, Chase Barber home in second spot. And well, his teammate, the Alpha Industries, they do happen to go 1 and 2 here this evening. Logan Rumsey gets the win in the number 1 machine. Logan, congratulations. Well, you're a whole lot better in the super late model than what you were in the pro late models, and you come away with a dominating victory here tonight. And after 50 laps of green flag racing, you must be happy with that one.
Yeah, we did a lot better there than the pros, but I guess we weren't really faster than anyone else, but we definitely weren't as bad as we were in the pros there. So I'd rather be the same speed as everyone than way slower than everyone. So I kind of got lucky there at the start. They just all bottled up behind me, and I got about a second and a half out, and I literally held that the whole race, and so I wasn't really pulling away or no one was catching me. So I was just hoping for no yellows, because that would have meant they would have been right behind me, right all on my bumper there. So I was just hoping it would stay green there, and I knew it was, as long as I held my line there, I would be good for the win there.
Those last 10 laps, you started to see the back end of lap traffic with the 1.5 second lead that you pretty much held for the most part of that race. Was it a case of maybe just easing up just a little bit and knowing that you were hoping that you weren't going to get to lap traffic, or talk us through the mindset of those last 10 laps as you've seen those lap cars approaching?
I mean, I saw him there at the start. At the start, I was catching him a lot more than at the end. I'm actually looking at the replay right now. The guy in almost last place is running the same exact lap times as me, so I wasn't really catching him at the end. So I guess that's kind of good. I didn't really have to worry about him, but that just shows you how bad the tracks are right now. They really need to work on it because these races aren't really racing too good. So hopefully in the next update they fix it a little bit so we can actually race on here.
Well, you race yourself to a victory here tonight at the Lanier National Speedway in round number 6 of the Super Late Model Series. You came into the night with I think it was a 38 or 36 point lead. Either way, you're still a points leader. You now, in fact, hold a 44-point lead. Spoke about the points earlier on in the night. We got Lucas Oil and I-55 the next couple of weeks, I should say. How do you feel about those two tracks? And without trying to look at the points, how much does that play into your mind?
I mean, we'll run any track, any combination, any cars, so we're not really worried about it. We'll get it dialed in, and the points, I need to really stop looking at it because I'm over here trying to calculate the drops and stuff to see where I need to finish, but it's way easier just to go in the race and do the best you can and just worry about that after.
Logan, congratulations on this victory, and I believe it's a 1-2 for yourself and Chase Barber in that Alpha Industries team. So congratulations on this victory. Before we let you go, we'll let you think of it involved on this one car.
Yeah, that's everyone at Alpha. Me and Chase tested a lot on Friday night, I think, for this, and it's kind of funny because Tyler Ducharme ran a different setup that he didn't even test with, and he was way faster than everyone on the track. So it's kind of just good to know he had something way different than us, and it was actually better than what we actually practiced on. So we'll just put that in the notebook for next time.
Logan, congratulations on the victory. Look forward to seeing you back next week at the Lucas Oil Speedway. Well done.
Yep, thank you.
There we go, Logan Rumsey, your winner here tonight from the Lanier National Speedway. Lucas Oil Speedway coming up next week. And well, before next week, we've got points. And the points are updated. Let's take a look at your top 10. Logan Rumsey, points leader, 558 points. Back to Dylan Yeager, 514. Chase Barber in third, 498. Dylan Hauser, 494 points. Hunter Rich makes up your top 5 with 444 points. Colton Zimmer in 6th position, 416. Back to Christopher Joy with 412 points. Gabe Elkins with 406. Ryan Hodge, 394 in 9th position. And then a bit of a gap back to Evan C. in position number 10 with 364 points. That is, of course, not including the drop weeks. So there's still drop weeks to come. Again, we'll calculate all that, and we've got 2 weeks left of the season. But there's 3 races left in the Super Late Model campaign for season number 24. Let's go through it. February 25, Lucas Oil Speedway, 9 o'clock Eastern, I should say. Round number 7, and then of course round number 8, the final round of the series at the Federated Auto Parts at I-55 Raceway. But the big one that comes after that one, week of the 10th of March, after week number 8 of this series. So 10th of March at the Kokomo Speedway. It is a non-points round. However, it is the 6th annual running of the Michael Rose Memorial. That is on March 10th. That is going to be a big one as well. So still 3 weeks of Super Late Model competition to come here on Sunday night. And then, of course, 2 weeks with the Pro Late Models. Next week at Lucas Oil Speedway, don't forget, on Tuesday night, we have got the Dirt Street Stocks coming up live here on Ultimate Dirt TV from, where are we at this week? Let's take a look. I believe we're at Kokomo. Yes, we're at Kokomo Speedway for round number 5. So 7 o'clock Eastern is going to be the fixed series. That is a free-to-enter league. It's just the main league on iRacing. However, if you want to get involved on the payout for the top 10 in the open street stocks that will come up at 9 o'clock, that is a $20 entry fee as well. Again, all live, all action brought to you live here on Ultimate Dirt TV and on the World of Thunder Esports League Facebook page. But until then, it's about time we sign off here from Lanier National Speedway for week number 6 of the World of Thunder Esports League. We had the DirtFan.com Pro Late Models earlier on, and we've just finished it off with a green to checker run, 50 laps, going the distance with 24 cars starting, 23 of those drivers finishing on the lead lap. But until next time, on behalf of the team here at Ultimate Dirt TV and the management behind the scenes, I'm Brett Wheeler signing off, saying good night, thanks for watching.